Welcome to this new series where I'm going to tell you everything you need to know before coming to Thailand as an exchange student. We will cover subjects from visa to transportation, culture shock, food, anything you need to know will be discussed. In today's episode, we're going to talk about social interaction. But first, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Xamaica. I'm both from the Netherlands and Thailand.
I'm Mario. I'm from Spain.
My name is Marvin. I'm from Germany.
Hi, I'm Xenia and I'm also from Germany.
Sawadee-krap, I'm Alex from Germany.
They're from Germany! Okay, so our first question is, how do you make friends as an international student in Thailand?
Okay, maybe I can do the introduction. I would say there are actually many ways. I would say the main way is to simply meet people at the university or at the residence you're living in. All of us are living at Nonzi, or most of us are living at Nonzi, which is a residence a little bit away, like 15 minutes by car from the university. And especially in the first few weeks, you meet a lot of people there, many internationals, a few Thais too. And that's when you get into all of those groups and can meet various people. And I would say the second option is to meet people in the university during EBA events, for example, which is our department. The Thai people are very open, they are very generous, very happy, it's nice to be around them, and it's quite easy to make good friends during the time here.
But also with Thai, you mean, and EBA?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, like the EBA, there's like an EBA program, and there are the Thais who are participating, and it's easier. I would say it's easier to participate with the Thais while who is in the EBA programs, or
What, sorry?
like in the clubs. Some are the buddies that we have.
Yeah.
It's easier to connect with the Thai people that are in the EBA clubs. Or is
Yeah.
it a club?
Well,
Yeah.
you mean like for the one that organizes the trips and all that?
Yes.
Yeah. So like
It's the most easy
EBA and BBA are like the international programs for economics and business.
Yes.
Achula for those who don't know. And in those programs, there are also a lot of Thai students. Like for example, this year it was like half and half because we were so many exchange students. It was half internationals, half Thais. And like compared to other faculties, they speak much better, or not much better, but they speak better English than Thais from other faculties. So that's, I think, also why it's easier to like befriend them. And what she was talking about is about like there's this club at EBA and this other club at BBA, and they organize different trips and activities for exchange students. And that's like, I would always recommend to like join those activities because you will meet many people, both international and Thais, and it'll like cheer you up. It's ways to meet new people, and it's always a great opportunity.
It's nice, yes.
Yeah, I would say another way to meet local people and also international students is just going after the class together to the canteen in Maid, have lunch and plan activities together or study together, and so you can get to know new people and also local people.
Yeah. And I think also like right in the beginning, everyone is new and everyone wants to get to know each other. So it's like normal to just catch up in the cafeteria and just sit on the table and like, hey, can I join or not? Or if you have a class together and then you go all together down and you're like a group of 20 people and just sit down somewhere and try to get some food. Yeah. Like in the beginning, it's easier because there are no groups like that are formed already. So it's like, in the
Honestly,
programs.
If it takes you a bit longer, like if you are a bit more socially awkward or whatever, even when
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
like if it takes you longer and you think all the groups are already formed or whatever, still people are super nice. Just walk up to them, be like, hey guys, can I join you?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you talking about? And people will always talk to you. Trust me, I know sometimes it's hard to like walk up to people, but always do it. And like mostly with Thais, I would say if you want to like make friends with them, most of the time you will have to take the first step.
Yes.
Like for me, Thai people like are the nicest people I've ever met. Like as a country, like they're always smiling, always ready to help. They're super nice, super kind. but sometimes, at least at the uni, some students can be a bit shy at first.
Yeah.
So you should be more outgoing.
It's also, I think, because they are already in their groups, right? They know each other, of course, maybe from home even, or whatever, from high school. So they came together and they are in the group. So it's not necessary for them to meet foreigners to be friends. Some, of course, wanted, like the Thais who are in the groups, like in the EBA groups, whatever, try to say. But some not. But they are super open if you go to them and ask, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I noticed. I have one course which is a freshman course, a first year course for the Thai students, and other courses which are second or third year. And I noticed that people in the freshman course are more open to get to know new people, get to know foreigners, internationals. And this is one thing I think if you are in the third year class, it's a bit more difficult to get to know, especially Thai students, because they are more organized in their groups and not so open to meet new people. But I think among the internationals it's really easy. We had so many trips ongoing. The first week we went to Koh Lan, an island in the south of Thailand, and it was Krabi. It is every 1 or 2 weeks there is a big trip planned by the international students, and everybody can join, and that's a great opportunity to
True.
Yes,
meet new people.
I also think like in the first weeks, like when everyone, like the first 2 weeks I think it was, that everyone tries to get to know like everyone, and especially among the international students itself, there were a lot of group apps made, and especially from residences, and then people will really invite everyone to like, hey, should we do something tonight? And I think that is like a really easy opportunity to meet other international students, because everyone is trying to find friends, because no one is actually knowing a lot of people. So I would just jump on that, and because there was like activities like every day, because everyone was like so active.
Yeah, like we had a big group with like 200 people.
Yeah,
maybe.
There will be many group chats.
Yes,
it's
a lot of
impossible
group
to
chats.
keep up.
Yes.
And also, I would say like don't be afraid to be the one to ask in those big groups. It's like, hey, what's going on today? What are we doing today? So like the first weeks, anybody will say, we are going here. Come join us.
Yes.
Yes.
Super
Or
nice.
propose a plan yourself. Like say, hey guys, let's go drink here. Let's go to this mall, to the cinema, and people will join.
And everybody is open and want to include new people to get to know each other, and so it's a good option to meet people.
Also, one thing I wanted to highlight is, at least in our case, everybody got a buddy from the Chulalongkorn University. I'm not sure if it's also the same for other universities.
And it's not the same in all faculties, because I know faculties that didn't provide buddies.
Yeah, okay. But if you are studying economics or finance in the economics faculty, you are going to have a buddy. And to me that was one of the best things actually, because my buddy, Punch, shout out to Punch, hi Punch. She was very friendly. She immediately brought me some original Thai snacks when we met the first time. Like the other day, like 2 days ago, we went together out to in the street to get some food. You were also there, and they can actually show you around and show you the first things you need to see in Bangkok, which is very nice. And they are, like I said, very open-minded, and definitely, if you have the chance, I would definitely take advantage of that in a positive way.
Yes. Well, now you mentioned the buddy. I also had a buddy. She was like a Thai student from the Thai program. The first time I met her, she was really nervous because she didn't speak English that well, and that's one of the reasons she wanted to be a buddy. But I just saw her like once, and later I tried to propose to do some things with her, but she wasn't like a really active buddy.
Okay.
So I think you can also get that you don't really get an active buddy as Alex. Like Punj is amazing. She showed me around too yesterday. So you can have like really nice buddies, but sometimes you can also a bit disappoint. Or in my case, I was kind of disappointed because I asked her a few times more, but she just wasn't able to fit it in.
I also did the experience as Thai, but I think you also can get lucky.
Yeah,
and
you
or
can
maybe meet the different buddies, like from other people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
In my opinion, I think Thai students tend to be very busy people. Like they are very stressed with their classes. At least at the BBA program or the international programs, they're stressed with their grades. They wanna like have very good grades, and then they also usually join like a few clubs. So they're like busy every day. Because with my buddy, like we texted a lot before coming here. She showed me around. She's super nice. We're very good friends. But then like with her or with other Thai people that I've met in class, whenever we try to hang out, it's very hard to like find a time that suits both or all of us, because they're busy people. Which also brings me to my other point, which is like if you want to meet Thai students, you should definitely join like clubs, sports, or whatever you can.
True.
Yes.
Honestly, at Chula,
Yes.
the offer is like insane. Like you can do whatever you want at Chula. There's
Like
so many
everything.
things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
Insane.
fun. Like I did it like in the I think the second or the third week there was a dance workshop from the EBA dance club,
Oh.
and I went there with 2 other international students, and it was only Thai people, and they tried so hard to speak English to them. And I understand Thai, so I heard them like stressing and discussing like how are we gonna like involve them and who's gonna talk to them. And I was like, yeah, no, you need to talk because your English is better. It's like, no, you need to do it. And then they were discussing about it, and they tried so hard, and then but it was all fine. The English was totally fine. They were worrying about nothing. And then we went dancing, and they had so much patience with us and translating, and everyone was so fun. And I thought like in that class you really experienced how the Thai people are with each other, and they were hyping each other, and it was amazing. So like the clubs, like the dance club, tennis club, whatever, it's so nice. They will like involve you directly. They will take you in, and
It's nice. Yeah, they really
so
try.
nice.
Yeah.
I also experienced. I went to the tennis like for beginners, and I was the only one, only foreigner. But there was one guy who could speak English, and all the other students tried to help me. And like the teacher couldn't speak English, but like the others tried to translate it and show me. It was like sometimes you don't even need to speak. Like sometimes you can look and try to copy it. So. Yeah, sometimes it's also working like that, but it's fun because I also met a few students who's nice. Still a bit contact, like not much, but a bit.
Did you also talk about Isanuk yet? Like, what's
Like our social interaction in Isanuk. There's a group chat.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to be honest, in Isanuk there's a lack of social interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really encounter people at Isanuk. I mean, there are not so many students like at Nonsi, but I
How
think
many students?
I think around 30 to 40 students.
That's still.
still
It's still a lot, yeah. But it's a bit a different environment. It's more quiet. It's more chill.
Yes.
Because at Nonsi there are not only international students, there are also families or tourists. So it's a complex of 4 different buildings, and at certain buildings there are international students who stay there for long term. And I have a group of 5 people, also Germans, and that's our group. We mostly we are together and plan activities, and we know some others from Isanuk. Which are sometimes included, but mostly the people at Isanuk or the atmosphere at Isanuk is a bit more anonymous, not so social like Nonsi. I think at the start it can be better at Nonsi, because if you really want to get to know new people, it's of course it's nicer. But if you want to relax a bit and want a bit more quiet atmosphere, then Isanuk can be better in some ways.
Yes.
I also like how that like it's less in Isanuk. Like I sometimes hang with the Dutch girls, like most Dutch girls in the complex. But like my closest friends are Xenia and Ellie, and they're both like from different accommodations. So I think it doesn't have to be like at your accommodation. I think I don't know. I don't even know how it happened actually. But like they're my closest friends, and they're not in my building. But the people in my building, I don't really see that often. And I, not like long ago, I tried to contact with Lisa, the French girl. She's also in the other videos. But like also really late. I knew she was there, but I didn't really have contact with her. And then I tried to contact her more, and now we're hanging, and I really like it. But it's just less proactive or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that like the community vibe at Nancy is like other level. Because we all have dinner at these two places right below our building. They're called Papas and Mamas, and it's just like this one place like right on the side of the road, and like that's Mama. She cooks for us. She's our Mama.
She knows us. She's always smiling and like so happy to see us. And yes,
and that's
nice.
just like that's just where you get to meet everybody.
Yeah.
I would say the only downside to Nancy, well, other than like being a little bit farther from like the city center compared to other places, it's also like when you don't want to run into people, like when you get home and you're on the phone,
and you're
or
dead.
like you just want to rush home, you don't want to stop to talk to anybody.
You have to.
You still will run into most people.
But it's not
So
too bad.
like most of the time, it's like it's super nice. But like the days where you want like some peace, it's
Yes. Yeah, but Nancy is, I think also we are a lot of students in Nancy, or like 100?
I would say more.
More, even more?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Like, let's say 100? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like just a lot of people, and so it's, we always, like in the morning, you have a shuttle bus, you meet people, or like when you come home, or like let's drive home from uni together, or I don't know,
So-
something like this.
I personally have no problem with Eisenhoop that it's a bit less social, because I know many people from Nancy, and you meet the people everywhere at university, at the weekend trips, and so that's not a big deal for me, and I enjoy it when it's a bit more relaxed at my place in this point. And another big advantage, I say, we have to walk 15 minutes to the faculty, which is really close. It's 5 minutes with the scooter, and it's only 15 minutes to walk to the CU sports complex, and that's a big advantage for me. So I can go back home quickly, make me fresh, and go back to the university or
Honestly,
to the sports complex, and I don't have to call a Grab every time or stuck in the traffic jam in the afternoon.
That's so true.
for me, I'm used to walking everywhere back home, and here I was very, very like not stressed, but just like uncomfortable. Like I'm not used, even if it's like super cheap. I'm just like I don't like having to call a taxi every single time I want to go somewhere. Like because the metro from Nantes is like 15-minute walk, and then when you get somewhere, you probably will still have to walk some more. And like depends on the months you're here, it gets really, really hard to walk.
Yes.
So either you go to a place and you get there sweaty, or you just take a taxi.
Like a scooter or a taxi
Yeah,
or a car.
a motor taxi, motorbike.
Okay. Well, our second question was, are there specific clubs or groups you are involved in? We already talked about the clubs you have at university. Is there anything like else, like maybe outside university, maybe?
Well, because the clubs for traveling, it's not really we are in the clubs. It's more like they organize activities for us. I personally am in a consulting club at Chula. I heard about it from another exchange student, and it's actually really nice because like I'm getting some like real life experience on like consulting. The club just begun. It's like a professor of mine is the one who's like creating it, but it's like there's hundreds of clubs, literally like probably hundreds across Chula. We're talking about Chula Longhorn University because I think we're only Chula students here. There's other unis, but yeah, there's many clubs. And we would also like to say about opportunities to socialize. Going to the sport complex. You can go during the week and you can just join anybody playing volleyball, basketball. They will let you join, and it's super nice. And you can also use the tennis or badminton courts for free. You can book them through an app, so you can book them to go play with your friends as well. But yeah, like some friends of mine, like I think with Alex, sometimes we've gone to the sport complex and just showed up to play with Thais, and I think that's super nice because like you might not make friends, but like you are socializing with Thais, which I think is super nice.
Of course. And it's also nice to try out new sports. Like I also never played tennis. I tried tennis and like also out of Chula, but there's so many things you can do, like even everything you can imagine you can try, and it's nothing, you don't have to pay anything, you can just go, and if you like it you go again, if you don't then at least you tried.
Yeah,
So it's a nice opportunity
I
to
think
try
that's
a lot
also
of
like
things.
it's good to know that most of the almost everything is free because it's from Chula, so
Chula,
it's
yeah.
also you don't have to pay for the gym or for the boxing classes, dancing classes, tennis, swimming. So that's really good to know. It's free. It's included in your
Even Muay Thai, you can get
Yes.
Muay Thai classes for free. I mean, obviously they're not like the best quality, but like you can try it out, and then if you really like it and you want a better coach, you can go to a gym. So it's like you have infinite opportunities.
Yeah. I like you. Marvin, do you have any other groups or?
Yes, so I didn't join specific clubs or at Chula, but I participated in most of the events which were organized by the EBA International Club, and I always go to the CU Sports Complex, which is a good gym, but it gets really crowded in the afternoon after the classes, and that's one disadvantage I would mention at this point. But it's really nice that a free gym is provided to us where we can go, and I also tried Muay Thai classes in the CU complex, and it's really good.
Yeah, Alex.
I also didn't join any other additional clubs, and I mainly focused on meeting people whenever it happens, simply at Nonzi or wherever. The only thing I could say in regards to that is that I came here with 2 friends from my home university, so it can be harder to meet other people, especially if you have your own little group and you tend to spend a lot of time with them. So I would definitely recommend you to try to, for example, in the beginning we booked many trips to Phuket, to Koh Samui, to the full moon party, wherever, and this way we had to miss other trips where maybe many people went, and this can make it harder sometimes to make more friends. But nevertheless, Nonzi offers many great opportunities, so it isn't a problem after all. And we made many friends, and for example, Marvin I met in Polar for the first time, and it's still possible, but you should definitely put some effort into that.
Okay, so then comes to the next question. How important is it to participate in social events?
So I think it depends on what you want. Like if you want to go out a lot, you can go out a lot. If you want to, if you're like an introvert and don't like it, or you're like you don't have to go out, you have so many opportunities during the day. That's the nice thing, because we're a lot of students. Like we're all from EBA or BBA, but together we are a lot of students, and there gonna be people who wants to stay in, do whatever they want and not going out or participate in clubs. So it's nice. You will find your group that has the same interest as you. So like do whatever you want, whatever you feel. Like there's no pressure. It's just how you want to experience it.
Yeah, so but actually I would say if the time period or the date of the trip or event fits for you, I would highly recommend to join the club, because every time it was a nice experience, and you get to know new people or people you already met, spending more time with them, enjoy nice activities, and so I think it's a great opportunity that these events are organized and they are provided to us exchange students, and so I would use it.
Also, it's nice. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, no, you can say first.
It's nice to go out of your comfort zone maybe as well. Like try new things, try to get new people. Also, if your friends that you already made maybe don't want to go, just go by yourself. Like there's so many cool people you can meet, and if it's not your vibe, okay, but at least you're experience it, and then
Yes,
you know
what
what you want.
Like what I want to ask is like I knew like some people had FOMO in the first weeks. Can someone talk about that?
Yeah, I also had FOMO. I think a lot of people had FOMO because there's so many nice things to do, and then you're like, okay, like as we mentioned, there's so many groups, and in every group is like, hey, we're going there, we're going there, blah, blah, blah. And so you kind of, and then also, what I had FOMO with doing travel, like not in Bangkok, but doing travel because. Like you hear so many nice plans. I go to Japan this weekend. I go to Seoul. I go to Chiang Mai. I go to Krabi. Blah blah blah. And there's like so many things you also want to see, but maybe you have to study, or it's also expensive. Of course, it depends how much money you have to, or you can spend, or how much time you have because you are in the clubs, whatever. So. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be okay after a month or something, or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Like then you know what you want, you figure it out, you have your friends or whatever.
Yeah.
I would say it's important to know like what you came for.
Yes.
Like
stick to the plans.
Yeah, I mean,
A bit.
for me, this was my second exchange during uni. I already had an exchange where I traveled a lot. So for me, it was more about like. It was like a very random decision when I decided to come to Thailand. It was just like I wanted to focus on like the uni experience here, not necessarily like travel as much. But then you start to see everybody, and like it's like as Senia said, like the first month, it was hard not to like stick to what I thought in the first place and be like, okay, I don't care that everybody's doing this and that. Like it's not in my budget, it's not in my plan, it's okay. And like sometimes it's hard, but just. That's why it's also very important to like talk to people and be open, because like you think you might be the only one going through like something, and like when you talk about it, you find out like a lot of people are going through similar things, and even if they're not like sharing, is always nice. They will help you. So just be open. Like definitely try to get out of your comfort zone always.
For example, last weekend I think I went to Singapore. And I just spoke with random people beforehand, and I found out that there are 3 other German boys also going. So in the end, I ended up just chilling with them the whole time, and I didn't have a solo traveling experience so far. But I mean, it's part of the experience, and I am embracing it. But overall, I would say like it's important to take as much as you can to experience as much as you can and use and seize the opportunities. You shouldn't do it in a forceful way and try to, oh my god, I really have to go everywhere and have FOMO and whatever. But just like enjoy it, do whatever you feel like, and try to be proactive. Also, maybe you have any ideas what plans you could make with other people, and maybe you can start initiating things, and it's literally always fun.
Yeah, I think it's really important what you said, like you shouldn't force it, because a lot of people just go with it because everyone goes, but then you're getting so tired, you know, it's like tiring. You're not really enjoying because you don't take the time that you want to do, so you just go with the flow and you just go and go and go, and then it's exhausting. And especially in the first month, everyone was like, okay, this weekend this weekend this, these days we're going this. Just take your time and like see what you want to do. Like, do you want to be in Bangkok first, or do you really want to go to the places that they are going? Is it something you actually want, or is it because everyone else is going? You know, like the group pressure. Is it like the group pressure, the FOMO? Like, really think about that, because it's not necessary. You have a lot of time, and don't go under pressure, because you will actually not really enjoy it, I think.
But it's also, FOMO maybe could also have a good side. Like, sometimes you try out new things that you actually didn't want it to do. So, like, just without too much pressure from outside, maybe. And then
just see.
Think about it twice, maybe.
To be honest, over the last 4 months, I only had one time FOMO, and I didn't go to all the trips by far. So there were lots of events I missed because I was tired, or I was sick, or had enough of the last events. And it was only one time on Halloween when I traveled to Taiwan with friends, and then I stuck at our hotel because of the hurricane, and we couldn't go out there on Halloween. And I saw all of my friends in Bangkok who went to a really sick Halloween party, and I saw the place, and then I really had FOMO. Yeah, but this was the only event. I think it's fine if you don't go everywhere. I think especially in the first few weeks, there's every evening a different place where people go,
Yeah.
and you don't have
can't
to
even
go
go,
every
yeah.
day to a different bar. But I think in the end it's only a new bar, and
The same.
don't miss that much.
I'd also like to maybe add a few encouraging words. I don't know what's your experience, but to me, like in the beginning when I came back from trips where there were many people around for 5 days non-stop with maybe quite a bit of drinking and a lot of activities and everything, I came back very tired, to be honest, and I really had to recharge for the next 1 or 2 days, like honestly. But this, I mean, after 1 or 2 months in Bangkok, and like in the beginning, Nonzi wasn't really my home. It just takes some time to adjust to the place. And after I think 1 or 2 months, I started like feeling really at home. And once I came back from trips, I didn't have the same issues in the beginning. So if you're stuck in the situations where you feel very tired, don't wanna socialize as much, don't worry. I think this will pass, and you will start to adapt to your place here in Bangkok and have more energy later on. And yeah, so the point is just to not worry if in case you're feeling not as much to socialize and everything. I think the time will come for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a short question. Do you feel well integrated into the local community? Mario.
I think so. Before coming here, I would have wanted to like get an actual Thai group of people who I hang out with like every week. Instead, I've met a lot of nice people like scattered around my classes. Like whenever I run into them, we talk. They're super nice. But it's what I said earlier. It's just a bit hard to like find time to hang out with people sometimes. Like most people already have their groups, so it's hard to form your own group. Sometimes you just meet like one person here, 2 people there. But I would say yeah, I'm saying like pretty integrated.
Okay.
Yeah, same for me. So I met in the first week in the first class. I met a girl, KK. Shout out. Yeah, she was really nice and is really nice and kind to us. She showed us around, me and my friends, and we planned trips together. We went one day to Bang Krachao in Bangkok, which is where you can go kayaking and having picnic. We went to Chiang Mai together, and so I get to know her and her friends, and so I also feel included to the local community.
I don't have so many Thai friends, so I knew a few, but we like don't hang out so much, or like if we see each other, it's nice to talk. Also, like Mario said, but yeah, no, not that much. But I could initiate, of course, more, but I haven't done it. Also, I think because maybe of Xai, like Xai is also half Thai, and I think through her I also get more the Thai side, also the northeast and stuff. So no, like I could have done it more, but I just haven't done it.
That's fair.
Like not too much.
Yeah, I think it's more one point, as Mario already mentioned earlier. The initiative really has to come from you as an exchange student, and I got a bit lucky. I think in my case the initiative was also really strong from the Thais, and so that was really nice. But I think it's also a bit difficult to get to know Thai people if you go traveling every weekend, and you're not really in Bangkok besides the day where you go to university. So.
It's also, I think, what Mari said, like, what plans do you have if you come here? Do you want to get the culture and make friends with Thai people? Or is it like stick to the plans because you meet so many foreigners as well, like other exchange students? Yeah. So, like, do you hang out and experience the city with your new friends, maybe from international or new whatever? Or do you want to experience with Thai, but then you don't participate in the international party? So, like, and also what you want.
Alex sounds like you.
Yeah, I totally agree with Marvin and Xenia and what they said, because I traveled quite a lot in my first 1, 2, 3 months, and then I started like a few weeks ago to really approach Thais. And for example, I just texted my buddy Punch, what's up, let's hang out, and maybe let's visit something in Bangkok we've never seen so far. And she was very responsive, and we immediately went out as a group and grabbed something to eat and saw Bangkok. So it's point is that I haven't had so much contact with Thais, but this is like Bruce already said, because I also didn't initiate it as much. But once you initiate something, it isn't any problem, and I can bring many benefits and be a lot of fun for most people.
So to round it up, like what are the tips that we have for them to get like social?
I think live at Nonzi if you can.
They buy us.
I have the tip for you, maybe not we, but travel or try to take as much experiences as you can, and don't force it. Don't worry. Everything will be fine if you're worrying in the beginning, and just look forward to your time here if you're coming here, and I think you're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, just also like get into the group apps. They are there. Participate in the things you want to. I think you will get really far with that.
I would say just take one day at a time, enjoy. Remember you're in Thailand, so like sometimes you'll feel tired, you'll be like, oh my god, I'm in Thailand, I have to make the most of it, but you are already here, like you're already making a huge step, getting out of your comfort zone. So like just try to enjoy every day, have fun.
True. That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for watching this episode, and we will see you on the next one. Bye bye.